Hey, what up, everybody? This is Dregs One. Welcome to another episode of the History of the Bay podcast. Today, behind the lens, we got King Said on the boards. We got D.O. Got to give big shout out to all of our sponsors and everybody out there rocking with us. And today, we got another special guest, man. This guy has been turning up parties all around the Bay, Northern California, and all over the world for many moons now. Definitely made his mark in this game, known as just the all-around cool guy. Talking about the one and only Kool John.
What's happening?
What's up, bro?
How you doing?
How we doing, man?
Man, good.
All right. Thanks for coming through, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
It's all good. We've been working on this for a little minute, and doing good. You got the new album out with P-Lo.
Yep. Movie 2, The Yeekle, streaming on all platforms right now. I'll get that.
How's it doing so far?
It's doing pretty good. I feel like it's doing good. Yeah. Getting a good response. People saying they loving it. People saying they listen to it. So that's all I can ask for.
That's right. Yeah, I slid through to the listening party that y'all had in the city. That was pretty cool.
What you think about it?
It was dope. I like how y'all had the little movie accessories, little popcorn and merchandise and memorabilia.
Yeah.
Y'all been kind of doing the whole like 90s throwbacks, like the classic movies and putting that into the album. I feel like that's important nowadays.
Yeah, we just try to do something creative with the rollout, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to give it to take it up a little notch, you know what I'm saying? Buy the little red carpet out, add a little banner, just want to make it feel like more like, make it want to feel bigger, you know what I'm saying? Make it feel like an event, make it feel like something special, something that you shouldn't have missed out on, you know?
Yeah, because the last album was how many years ago?
The first movie was like 10 years ago.
10 years?
Yeah.
Man, y'all been in the game for a minute now.
Yeah.
Do it feel like it, or is everything still feel?
No, I feel like it too. It feel like it because the fans, like, they come up to me like, man, I used to listen to you in middle school, high school and stuff. And I was like, how old are you now? They be like 25, 28, all that stuff like that. And I just be like, damn. I remember when I used to be like saying that to like Mr. Fab and all them and like, the legends and Quinn and, running into U40 and all that stuff. And I used to listen to you when I was in high school. Now it's like, damn, my fans telling me that and they all grown and shit. Yeah, it make me feel like, damn. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a good look, though, when your audience can grow with you.
Yeah.
And then you still doing new stuff and they still tapping in,
Mm-hmm.
And y'all been you did a little show run, too, right?
Yeah, we did Sacramento, L.A., and the Bay, SF.
That's what's up,
It was
bro.
lit. All of them was all sold out. So, yep.
All
a lot of people.
out. Sell out, gang. That's the way, that's how you want it to be, man.
Yeah, I'm just excited that people just still coming out and want to hear this shit and see this.
For sure.
It's a blessing, you feel me?
For sure.
Doing it for so long, so many people out the years got to start over and readjust it, which is nothing wrong with that. But I've been doing this. I've been stable off this, taking care of my kids, putting them in private school and spoiling them, you know what I mean? Taking care of my family, like, for the last 14 years. Going on 14 years next year. So, best job I ever had. So, I'm going to keep going with it till it's done. You feel me? I'm going to squeeze everything out of it as long as I can.
That's right, man. That's quite a blessing, bro, to be able to provide off of your art, bro.
Yeah, it's just a blessing. It is, for sure.
Yes, sir. And you kind of took a little bit of time off, right?
Nah.
From shows? You've been doing shows?
Oh, for shows, yeah. I haven't been doing no shows for a long time. Yeah. Just ain't been just feeling like it. After like 2020, and then when I got shot, I haven't been wanting to do shows.
Yeah, I can imagine that would probably affect your enthusiasm for just being out and about a little bit, right?
Yeah, it fucked with me from being out and about, for a little bit, just, a little bit, but you feel me? I was still out here and there and stuff like that, but as far as just doing shows and stuff like that, I ain't really just been tripping.
I think the whole Bay was pretty fucked up when we heard that news, because you're not it's a shame when anybody gets shot,
right.
But you're not somebody that we would expect that to go through.
Yeah, the coolest ain't supposed to get shot. Nah, we supposed to be good forever, cool forever. But you know, that's part of it. You feel me? Nobody's exempt from the streets. You feel me? No matter how cool you are. You feel me? So they just gotta just move different and just move sharper and protect the brand.
Yeah, did that like wake you up a little bit too, like in terms of like just how you move in general and just
Yeah, just make move sharper.
Yeah.
That's it. What you should be doing as a man. You feel me? You can't be walking around thinking that can't happen to you because, you don't bother nobody. That even make you more of a target. You feel me?
Man.
And you the coolest. Everybody love you, so you feel me? That make you more of a target. You feel me?
For sure. Was that like your perspective too? Like, I'm good. I'm sure everybody love me. I got love here.
Yeah.
It happened in the Bay too, right?
Yeah, it happened in Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just like, you feel me? It's just like, I don't know. It's just like, come with it. Like, you feel me? You just hope, you just hope you can survive it. There's some people that don't got nothing to do with anything. They just get shot and killed or just shot and robbed. Old person walking down the street, just get the worst case thing can happen to them. So, I'm just thinking I'm Kool John. I don't bother nobody. My name ain't mixed up in no shit. I ain't funking with nobody. I don't do things that'll bring that type of karma on me. But, when you shining, your name ringing, you feel me? Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta just move smarter and you gotta just move smart to the point where you're like, it can't happen to you. I gotta move like it can't happen, Because the one time you off, your game, some shit can go wrong. You feel me? So.
Absolutely, man. I'm definitely on swivel mode anytime I step out the house, especially if I'm in a public gathering. And like you said, bro, I've done seen it happen to a lot of people. So it's definitely just a good learning experience, I suppose. Yeah. But unfortunate that you had to go through that at the end of the day.
Some people go through the younger age. Some people go through that older age. Just as a man, you feel me? You need to be head on your swivel. You need to be. You got anything valuable on you? You consider yourself valuable. You need to be moving smart. You know what I'm saying? Because at the drop of a dime, some shit can happen. You feel me? So, shit, it is what it is.
And I'll go on the record and say that needless violence is usually sucker shit, man. Like, it's haters. A lot of haters out there, bro. It's a lot of, like you said, it's a lot of people that, the only thing they got is to take from somebody else, and that's the only way they can feel better about themselves, or like people want what somebody else has, and it's just unfortunate to see that type of shit go down.
Yeah, that shit crazy. That shit is life. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm like, I look at life from a realistic view.
For sure.
You feel me? Even more now. I always looked at life like that, but I look at it more as a realistic view. It's like, you putting yourself in these positions, it's gonna come with it. So you need to be on point. You need to be sharp. You need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to keep your eyes open and shit like that. You feel me? Depending on what you're involved in, and it's just life as a black man. You feel me?
No doubt.
Like, just shit just be happening in all type of ways. You feel me?
No doubt.
Some shit you can't escape. Sometimes you gotta put yourself in position. Sometimes you gotta be in the way to make something happen. Everything can't happen behind, your phone and the internet. You got to be out there pressing the hard line and pushing whatever you pushing. And sometimes you end up, crossing paths with, niggas who ain't on the same type of time you are. So the more you go through shit, the sharper your vision get. You got to have your radar on, your sucker detectors on, and you know what I'm saying, know how to, move move right.
Very well said, bro. I'm glad to see that, you haven't let that stop you and you're out here pushing and you got a new album and, life is good, bro.
Yeah. Oh, God. For sure.
If you don't get tickets for the History of the Bay Day going down October 19th at the Midway in San Francisco, you're going to feel like a J-Cat. We just announced the first lineup of artists. We got Souls of Mischief in the building, the Mind Figures in the building, doing a tribute for the Jacket. We got Kamaya in the building. Of course, I'ma Rock Something, and we got much more. This is just the first wave. It's going to be DJ sets. It's going to be a live podcast, women in hip-hop panel, skateboard graffiti gallery, all types of stuff going down October 19th at the Midway in San Francisco. Grab your early bird tickets right now at the link in the description. Well, this is the history of the Bay, man. So let's get into some history, bro. Let's take them all the way back, bro. Richmond, California.
Yeah.
Is that where you were born and raised?
I was born in Berkeley, in Berkeley Altapace, and I was raised in Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
So Richmond, California is the home where I did everything. You feel me? Played Pop Warner football, went to elementary, grew up, my house, like, you feel me? Everything in Richmond, you feel me?
We've had quite a few guests from the Rich on the show. We had Magic Mike and Calvin T, which is pretty fucking legendary, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
We had the Locksmith on here.
Mm-hmm.
We had Kevin Allen. We had Silky, who spent some time in Richmond as well. Yeah, for you, what was it like growing up? Just normal childhood, fun, community?
Normal childhood, single parent home.
Mm-hmm.
My brother and my sister. Mom was, was a go-getter, you know what I'm saying? Educated, went to school, got a master's degree, became a nurse, charge nurse. Grew up, you know what I'm saying? Just all around Richmond, going to summer camps, you know what I'm saying? Going to school, playing sports, just chilling, living a little cool life, you know what I'm saying? Grew up with some real guidance, so I wasn't really into the streets and stuff like that. My mom always had me busy with like extracurricular programs and stuff like that, me being creative or something for me to do, so I didn't really get heavily involved in the streets,
That's good. I think that's something that was really refreshing about the whole HBK movement is that y'all were not scared to be yourselves and you weren't pushing that kind of line in your music, which is cool. We all love that kind of music, obviously, but I think when y'all came out, it was something different, just about fun and
the breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
It's the subculture in the Bay. You feel me? I feel like I always tell people we the subculture in the Bay. The party animals, the hippies, the people who like to smoke, chill, party all night, do this over again. Everybody really know the Bay from like being on some hood shit, some crazy shit. But it's hella motherfuckers like us who really be just lit and keep getting shit lit, but that be on some other type of shit, on some peaceful shit. You feel me? So shit, that just came to the forefront and people just seen it and party music, people love to have fun and the energy and all that shit, so they ate that shit up.
Absolutely. We had Pilo as a guest about a year ago, and he mentioned that he met Iamsu in high school and that kind of helped crack it off for him. In terms of you getting into music and getting part of your crew, is that also the story, like high school friends or?
Well, shit. So shit, this how it started, like with the music shit. So it started with Loverance, really.
Yeah.
I want to give a big shout out to Loverance, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was the one that really kind of like brought me to the studio. He was always rapping. He'd been rapping since high school, so I went to high school with Rance.
Got you.
And that's who made Up, who got the song Up and all the stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got to get him on here. Y'all ain't had him on here?
Not yet.
Y'all got to get Loverance on here.
For sure.
But yeah, Rance was my friend that rap. You know what I mean? He was always going to the studio, making little mixtapes, selling his CDs and stuff like that. So pushing his line, his music and shit like that. So I was really hella cool with Rance. So I'd be at Rance every day, and he started linking up with Iamsu and all them to making music and everything like that. So, and also I went to school with Sue, and we went to CC College, junior college together. So it was like another, like, after you graduate from high school, you can go to junior college before you go to, like, a real college, whatever, state or anything like that. And I linked up with Sue then. Sue used to give me like a ride to school. Like, when my car broke down, he used to give me a ride to like work and shit like that. And we ended up getting close, and I ended up listening to like his music, and Rance was making music, and they was making music together and stuff like that. So I used to go to the studio with them and just sit in the studio and just try to push their music, because I had like my little Shmop Life parties that I was throwing, and I used to put I used to DJ the parties, and I used to throw their music in there to try to just push the music and push the movement and everything that we was doing.
So let's stop there for a second, because from what I understand, them parties was legendary.
Yeah, it was legendary.
And there's been a few Shmop houses.
Yes, it's just two.
Two.
Yeah, two.
So and the original one was your pad in Richmond.
Richmond, yeah. I ended up so the house I grew up, we ended up moving. My mom ended up buying the house. And like Hilltop Parkway was like brand new houses and stuff like that. And then my mom got it like custom made to have an extended living room. So it was like a big ass living room and shit like that. So that's when I used to throw the parties. And I was actually threw the first Shmop party for Rand's birthday. Because the year before he threw a party, like a pajama jam for us. I was so surprised, pajama jam party for us. So I was like, for your birthday, I'm gonna throw a party at my house for you. And that's where the Shmop Fest came from
so what does Shmop mean?
So Shmop is like smacking and popping. It's just like, you know, when back then you'd say a party was smacking or popping or something like that. So I just like, we're gonna come with our own like Shmop. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna just Shmopping. Like, you feel me? So then from then, Love Fest, they had Love Fest, I think recently right before that. But so how I was trying to market the Shmop Fest, it was like the Shmop. So it started from the Shmop Fest. So Shmopping was the name.
Wait, you said Love Fest. That brings me back
to San Francisco shit, right?
Yeah, the Love Fest.
I'm throwing a party,
That's
right?
like a bunch of bras walking around in angel wings, popping ecstasy and shit like that. Yeah.
So they just had that. So Maya, this is the whole how I put it together, right? So I was throwing these house parties in Richmond and shit like that. Man, I have hella friends. I was kind of like popular always in school and popular around that time from like dancing and shit like that, whatever like that. So I had hella friends and shit like that, right? So, and I wanted to invite friends to my house party in Richmond, but I didn't want to say it's like a function in Richmond or something like that. So I just called it a Shmop Fest. And then, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to get people to be not like, okay, it's a house party.
Yeah, if you tell me there's a function in Richmond back then, I might not.
You might not come.
I might not take you up on that.
What the fuck is a Shmop Fest?
Yeah.
Because I heard about the Love Fest, so I just put that together. And it's like, you don't really know what it is, like kind of what it is. So the fest, it might be like cool people, it might be food, it might be, I don't know, whatever. So we called it Shmop Fest. And that was the first one for Rand's birthday, whatever like that. So that's when the word was created and shit, like on his birthday and shit. And then from there, I created the brand Shmop Life and shit like that. And then, so Shmop Life, that's the lifestyle. And that's living every day like a Saturday night. So that was that was the lifestyle, you know, just party, turned up, living every day like a Saturday night, living it up. However you do your Saturday night, we do that every day. So
that's dope.
That's where it came from.
So yeah, John, I was gonna ask, bro, like, cause this conversation is taking me back to like house parties. I don't even know if youngsters do house parties anymore. I really don't know. Cause I used to be able to drive around Frisco and just be like, oh, there's a party.
Right.
Just be like, come on, we go. Or like, here, oh, there's a party crack. Oh, And it just takes me back because those are like the most fun times of my life, bro. But y'all supposedly, you know, pretty epic parties, bro. Like what was like one of the most craziest moments back then before the rapping notoriety, when it was just organic house parties? What's one of the craziest Shmop Fest parties you can recall?
Yeah, like, I feel like crazy shit didn't really just happen. Like, I feel like it's shit that happened, but like, it wasn't really crazy shit happen. I mean, it was like the fire department coming, police coming, getting shot, like somebody shooting or something like that. Shut down. We had one on Broadway, big ass party on Broadway. They didn't let us to club in. The whole entire Broadway was looking like fucking Vegas that night because they was trying to get to this party. Like the whole Broadway was like lit, packed with hella people. And we was throwing the Shmop Fest up on Broadway, and it was like hella lit. I mean, we threw a party like in a bank vault before, and like the shit didn't start. Crazy shit didn't start happening until we got the Shmop House in Oakland.
Okay,
like, you feel me? That's when after the rapping. Okay. Right then, it was just hella friends who were just coming and partying and lit. So no crazy shit was happening besides, you know, like shit like get shot up or something, or you know. It wasn't really no
just regular
nigga
fashion
shit.
Fun.
Yeah, fashion fun. And it started getting shot up to start getting just too big. Got to the point where it was just too big.
Yeah.
You feel me? So then through the Shmop Fest, like I was saying, I was DJing the parties and shit right there. And then the Shmop Fest was like kind of, if you knew, we always had it themed up. So it was always like a pajama jam, a jersey, and like a party. It was always themed up, an all red one, dressed up one. It was you had to wear this. It was the one we had Obama one when he voted. If you brought your I voted sticker, you could get in the party. If you didn't, you had to pay and shit like that. And it just be just smacking. It got bigger and bigger. But like I say, we used to all come up with the CDs in the mix. So we DJ from a CD. I was DJing from a DVD player hooked up to some red and red and black speakers, house speakers. Like I think they was 12s or something like that. I had two of them. And I would DJ from that shit for the music, and it'd just be lit. So I would throw my friends' music and that was Iamsu and Loverance and shit. The first song that blew up in the Shmop was Up. You know what I mean? So then, like, it just started just getting bigger, and then other songs, I put other songs, and then, like, if the energy kept going, we knew, like, it was a hit. It was going because we was playing all hits at that time. Popular function songs and shit like that. So I'll sneak a song in while it's the peak of the party. And if it's still going down, we know like, oh yeah, that's gonna be it.
Right.
That's gonna be the ones. So a lot of shit was just forming and new at that time. So like Young California was coming out, DJ Amen was playing like local music on the radio, like and shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And he was putting like, new local artists at like late. It was like the Damn It's Late. You know, remember that?
Yeah.
They was playing like the little Bay Area music at hella late. So it was at that time we was juice as hell to get on the radio.
The club, pretty much. You hear
it. The club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was it? Amen. It was Boss Kevin Amen. It was Boss Kevin Amen. And they would play like the new shit and I remember like the first song was Up, and then after that it just turned up. Like it was just Up started blowing up, and then after that they played Swaggin', and then I dropped a project like Shmop Nights and Cali Kush, and then like literally they played almost every song off that project on the radio. Like you feel me? So a lot of my friends' songs was on that project. It was like a compilation project I put together, and every song just started just going up, and then after that it was just over.
Yeah, man, those were all some fucking monster records, bro. I mean, especially Up. That was like a song that, on the radio, bro, that was like, what, like, goddamn, twice an hour at least? Yeah. Like, every hour?
We got remix. They ran a train to that remix. Song. The singers, everybody done did a beat to that song, or it's a song that sound like that. Like,
yeah.
And then after that, it was Swaggin' all day. And then it was just, after that, it was just like,
so you started off supporting your friends, and then you just started rhyming too?
I started off,
Just like fucking around, like let me get in the booth?
Yeah, my angle was like, I was going to try to come for a manager, like I was going to try to be like Dame Dash, like CEO, like, you feel me, Master P type. I wasn't really trying to rap and shit like that. Like I would call myself, I was like, this shit rare, I don't even want to really rap. I love music, I love everything about it, but I was more like a mogul type of my mindset. I want to start the label, sell the clothes, and do all this stuff. But it's like, it was an early lesson that I learned, that I had to take things and pawn to my own hands. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can push my brand like me. Nobody gonna, go hard for the movement for me. So I was like, I got to be the face of my own shit. So that's when I started rapping. Because I was just really pushing Barry, my sister rapping, Plain Jane, ST, Sue. I was just pushing through my platform, telling everybody about their music, just trying to just spread their music as much as I can. So them days I'd be in the studio with Rance and Sue and stuff like that. Sue would just be making beats all day, P-Lo making beats all day. I would just start freestyling to him and stuff like that. And then one day they was just like, just rap. You feel me? And I was like, okay. Like before, I made a song with Loverance before, but I wasn't really taking it serious. It was like something I wanted to do. Like it was just something I just did. Like, you feel me? Because it's like I happened to be there type shit. And then, so I didn't really build a love for making music till later on down the line. I was just looking at it like I'm just doing it. Like, you feel me? So and P-Lo in there making beats and stuff, making songs and stuff, and I just happened to hop on one song and we did it. Then like my second song ever was like Swaggin' All Day. And then that instantly get on the radio and they playing that all the time.
That's gotta be crazy.
And we do Summer Jam that summer. And it's like,
it's just crazy. Fucking around with it, and then here it's blowing up. That's crazy.
Fucking around. So at that time, I was really trying to push stuff. I was like interning for Thizzler. I was like one of the first Thizzler interns.
Kool John started off interning for Thizzler and Cameo.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna end up becoming like I'm going to push everybody movement through these platforms. And that's when Thizzler was first building up.
That's when it was still Thizzler on the roof, right?
Thizzler on the roof, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was trying to push everything and find outlets to push our music through, because I know, like, as soon as people hear it, it's going to take off. I know it's going to do something, because this ain't normal. There's some good music. So I used to burn Sue CDs. I was like, Sue, come out of the project, I'm burning CDs, giving them out to hella people, and boom, boom. Then you just start seeing people like catch on and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing all my sisters and my Bari, all these. I'm pushing all they stuff. You know what I mean? And it just started taking off. It started catching fire. You know what I mean? I feel like I always has I could be valuable towards somebody, something. I just didn't know where to start because like coming from Richmond, like how we go up, like we was talking about from Richmond, like it's no real outlets to get out there. There's no real resources out there in Richmond. Like you have to go in other cities. You have to build relationships in other cities to even like make music or get some type of traction or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like it's not gonna really, if it blow up in Richmond, it's probably gonna stay in Richmond, like type of shit. You know, it's not gonna get out there. So I was always networking in different cities and all this stuff, having friends all over. So it was easy to move things around and in different areas. And I messed with a lot of popular people in different cities too. So they catch on, they tell their friends, and so it was just catching on, you know.
Very interesting. I think that's definitely another thing that made HBK so special is that it was a lot of y'all, but it was like mutual support within your clique, right? Like everybody's pushing each other. It wasn't like there was just one. I mean, there's a few people who stood out, but like everybody's kind of getting their shot. Everybody's getting their shine. Everybody's supporting each other, right?
Yeah. Because like first when it first started, we was all like got behind like Sue and like, you know what I mean? Like we just all got behind him and was just pushing Sue for a minute, like, you feel me? Because it's like, he was the one really doing it. Him and Rance were the ones really, like, doing it and stuff like that. Even though, like, P-Lo to everybody else was all working, but they had, like, a little bit more traction at that time and more music. Rance would throw parties and they'd perform at the parties and stuff like that. So, you know, shout out to Loverance, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, I got to give him his credit, too. Like, you know, he put me on to a lot of, like, how to promote, how to get your music out there. And, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from Rance in the early stage.
This is a time of different promotion too, right? You mentioned that Thizzler is just coming out. And Twitter's fairly new.
Right.
Just kind of hopping off of MySpace. Like you said, CDs is still around.
Right.
I think back then it was about building relationships with DJs, making sure you pull up to the club and try to get your shit in the mix.
Yep.
KML would still give people a shot here and there.
Oh God, I was out there with my CDs outside the clubs. Yeah. I used to work at Filthy Drip. Shout out Filthy Drip.
Filthy Drip, huh?
They blew up. We used to be up in that store heavily. They blew up from us being up in the store. I'm not gonna say it's all our credit, but once we start fuck with them, just shit started just moving. Like, you know what I mean? So we'll be in the store, they come and buying Filthy Drip clothes and stuff. And all the customers come in, I'm giving them a CD. As soon as they leave, they buy a shirt or something, I'm giving a CD. So a lot of young people at that time were, you know,
that's when Telegraph was cracking too.
It's Telegraph, but they ended up coming to Hilltop Mall.
Oh, okay.
See that Hilltop
Filthy
Mall.
Drip said Hilltop Mall.
Hilltop Mall. They had a little store at first, you know what I'm saying? I threw a Shmop, right? And it was like a snapback Shmop. And people didn't know where to get snapbacks from, so I told them to go to Filthy Drip. They went to Filthy Drip and they sold out all the snapbacks. So I came to them, you know, I seen they was making their own shirts and shit like that, and I know I wanted to make a brand. So I ended up partnering with them. Shout out Daniel, you feel me? And making, cause I had artwork, but it wasn't just right, you feel me? So I went to Filthy Drip and they seen like kind of like how I was making shit move and how I had people, you know what I'm saying, going out there and just buying shit.
If that you mentioned that, if I recall, a lot of your art is like kind of cartoon look and very colorful. It's like definitely has a distinct style.
Yeah, and I ended up linking with them, and we ended up partnering and making merch, and I ended up starting to be at the store, and just hella more our fans just started coming through, buying all the stuff. I used to wear Filthy Drip all the time, at that time, so they used to come through the mall, and Hilltop Mall is my stumping grounds. Like, I mean, I'm there every day, like type of shit. Just going there, getting some McDonald's food, get on some girls, getting a Cinnabon, chilling, hanging out, type of shit. So when they came to the mall, it was just easy, you know what I mean? And it was close to me, so I used to be up there, and they helped me get started, and shit, we all just collabed together, and it just turned it up.
That's cracking, bro. You jumped in it deep. Quick.
Jumped in deep, yeah.
Yeah.
At that time, nobody was really doing merch. No artists were really doing merch and stuff like that. I had shirts, hats, beanies, socks.
Yeah.
All that type of stuff like that. And then I feel like the merch wave came on like right after that.
Yeah, now it's like it's pretty regular, but definitely back then. And you were involved with Pink Dolphin too, right?
Yeah, they used to sponsor us.
They used to sponsor you.
Like, they sponsor us. Like, you feel me? Like, I did a lot of collabs with them too.
Yeah.
I was Cookie's first collab too. Like, you feel me? It was all that stuff. It was just lit at the time. Cookies. And
I think when you have that type of reputation that you had of just being out and about all the time, being friendly, being accessible in a good way, being around the girls, having the parties crack off, that see, people don't realize, people think it's about being on some tough shit, which if that's you, then hey, do what you gotta do. But you're gonna get a little further. You're gonna attract more people to you when you're kind of bringing the fun vibe, like you said, because I think that's been a part of your brand too, and why you've been marketable is like just being a cool guy, just being cool. And that translates well to like marketing a product.
Exactly. Everybody like the cool person. You know what I'm saying? You chill. You don't cause no problems. You actually getting shit lit. You know what I'm saying? And quality shit is like, shit, why not? Like, you feel me? Like, why not? Why not fuck with me? You feel me? So, yeah. It's more marketable. Like you say, I'm trying to take this shit global. Like, I'm trying to take this all over so everybody can fuck with. Everybody love a party. So why not have a party brand? You know what I'm saying? That's one thing everybody love to do. What a majority of people do.
Oh, of course.
Have their own certain different ways, but everybody, every race, every height, whatever the fuck. No matter if you're an alien, everybody like to party.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And the people that don't party wish they could.
Right. Exactly. So when I have,
And when we started this conversation, you're talking about like the people like, bro, I grew up on you. Like your movement has always been very youth friendly too. Like I feel like the youngsters immediately caught on to what y'all were doing. And I think it kind of speaks to that too, because who are you gonna like look up to? Somebody that's actually fun and dressing fly and like pushing something positive, or are you gonna look up to somebody that's just an asshole? Like, nah, you're gonna go in the positive direction. But a lot of the stuff we get is kind of negative, with some of it's based in reality and some of it's exaggerated. So that's why it's like refreshing when you get something that's positive and authentic in that way.
Right, exactly. Like somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta be the example.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Shit, well, not me. And I was raised that way. So it's easy to me. It's natural.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't gotta pretend or try to be this. This is how I really am. So shit. I just try to just lead by example, show this like another way. You feel me? You can do it my way too. You feel me? You can still be that nigga on some peaceful shit. You feel me?
Also, when I think of HBK, I said this before, like y'all were kind of post Hyphy. I feel like you brought some of that energy that the Bay, like the Hyphy. The dope thing about the Hyphy movement is the time that the Bay was all really locked in together. We was all on the same wave. And after it died, I feel like y'all were like the closest thing. And not that your sound is like exactly like that, but just kind of the vibe and the energy. Was the Hyphy era a big influence on you?
I feel like the energy was big influence on me. Like I feel like it influenced the whole bag. Like everybody.
Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? When I say that, when like the Hyphy shit was going on everywhere you went back then, pretty much.
It was lit. It was lit as hell. That shit was hella fun. Like it was lit. But it was like I was hella young at that time. So, but that shit was lit. Yeah, it had some influence on me for sure. For sure. The Hyphy movement for sure had a big influence on me. I was out there going crazy, going to side shows, going dumb, trying to turf, all the shit, everything was going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah.
But y'all had your own wave, like I said, and that shit kind of kept getting...
With the energy, going crazy. Like, we still keeping that energy going. We making that party music. Hyphy music was party music. You feel me? Everybody going dumb, having a good time, sweating, going crazy, shaking their dreads. They doing the same shit to our music.
Right. Facts.
So, yeah, we just keeping that energy going. You feel me? That's the Bay Area. We lit. Like, if you go to a Bay Area show, everybody gonna be like saying like the Bay Area had the best energy. They had one of the best places ever. We go dumb, we go crazy.
Facts.
We lay your shit, we going crazy. Anybody come out here, the shows are lit.
Facts.
We got a different energy. We like to dance, we like to get up, go crazy. So you might go to other places and it's still packing shit, but they ain't going crazy in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
We go crazy.
Yeah.
We go dumb. So yeah, for sure.
And then do you feel like the HBK movement, like, do you think it spread outside the Bay? Did you see it
Yeah, it's
started?
spread outside of the Bay because we went on tour. It was in different states and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So we definitely had shows in like New York and Colorado and Arizona and Oregon and Portland. I mean, I don't think that's the same. I think that's the same thing. Washington, I mean, but in Oregon and shit, the whole coast all the way down to Vegas and stuff. So it got. I feel like it was like West Coast and it was still in other places. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel like y'all were like. This is also like a blog era, which I talk about sometimes, and I feel like y'all were definitely getting highlighted on some of these national platforms too.
For sure.
Yeah, HBK, man. At a certain point, it kind of seemed like people started more so doing their own thing, as opposed, like not in like a falling out type of way, but just more like pursuing different avenues or not necessarily staying in the same tight knit movement.
Well, it's all started off as we're not like a group. It ain't like it's like it's like a Wu-Tang type shit like that. Like you feel me? Like it's not like we all in a group and it's the group. It's like you feel me? It's just more of a collective, a music group kind of. It's like a collective is a music group. Like it's not like how like SOB like they a group. Like you feel me? They rapping on all the songs together, everything, every song they do, every song they made is together and stuff like that. Besides like until they start making their solo music, which but it's like how some people just start off as a group and they just hella niggas just rapping on the shit. It's like a music group. It's just talented people that rap together. We all made music together, but everybody also had their own solo tapes. If you see, like, all made their own solo music. So I know everybody looked at it as like a group thing, but it's like we just are a bunch of individuals that make music together type shit. That's how I look at it. You feel me? Then just like 8 niggas on every song that's rapping, every song that come out, you know what I mean? So it's a bunch of collectives, and we made our music on our own. As you get older, you don't got much time to be sitting in the studio in somebody's house or garage all day making music. You got priorities, got kids, got jobs and other stuff. Other people's music that they doing is starting to take off on their own and stuff like that. So everybody ain't always got the time to be together. You know what I mean? You get older, you know what I'm saying? You don't got all that free time. There's other stuff to do with your time. There's other money to make. There's other things to do. You know what I mean? So to me, we all still make the music together. Like,
I noticed that.
I still be having Sue on my stuff, just be in the studio with Sage, Pilo make all my beats, same thing for them. Like, but it's like, as you get older, you start developing your own sound. You get your own producers, you get your own things. You know what I mean? So it's just like, to me, it's not no breakup and stuff like that. It's just people just getting older. You don't just got the time to just be doing all that shit.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to imply there was any breakup, just more like you could see the growth and progression in different directions, which is a good thing because you don't want to be doing the same shit the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like, you start off, you're hella young, 18, 19, 20, you ain't got shit to do in life, really. But just, you know what I mean? You don't got no priorities. So everybody together and stuff like that. But as you start getting older and start developing your sound and wanting to do things and stuff like that, it's hard to do your thing when you got like 9 niggas with you. You feel me? You know what I mean? So just like, and I don't feel like nobody looked at it like that. But a lot of people do be saying like, a lot of people do say like, oh yeah, I broke up and stuff like that. But it's like, it's just people just get older and they just, it's not. I mean, people just grow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for fans, like everybody has a lot of nostalgia, right? So everybody kind of wants to see the same people that they
see it
grew up
together.
on.
Yeah, exactly. They want to see the shit together. Fans want to see us performing all together. Everybody on the stage, everybody on the song, all together. Like, because that's how we came out. You feel me? But we was always individually working on music, coming out with own solo projects from the gate, though.
Yeah.
You feel me? We only made one HBK Gang album.
Right.
But it's like all of us solo projects, we all got everybody on it and features on it. And there's some of them songs on that solo project turned up, you know what I mean, and shit like that. So
yeah. And I mean, you and Pilo just did an album. Sue's on it. A couple other HBK members
on it.
J-An's on there. And just shout out to Iamsu. He just did his Summer Fest.
Mm-hmm.
He popped out at that, right?
Yeah.
So that's dope to see. But in terms of your solo career, what would have been? You've dropped some albums that people would say are classics. Dropped some songs that people would say are classics. What are some of the highlights that stand out from your solo?
Man. Tours. good checks, making good money from
that'll stand out. That'll make an impression right there. Yeah,
like being stable off this shit. You feel me? Through my music, really. I ain't got no plaques yet, even though a lot of them, everybody almost got plaques. I think I'm the only one. And then got a solo plaque. Like I got a plaque from being on stage, song and stuff like that, stage album. But I ain't got my own plaque yet, but I'm gonna get there. It's gonna come soon. But for us, me, just like really just being stable off this shit, man. Just be able to take care of my family, do what I want, travel, live life. You feel me? Buy what I want, go where I want. Just being stable off it is my highlight because this has exceeded my expectations from the get go. You feel me? So, shit, really, that's really it. Just being stable off this shit.
Very well put.
That's just the goal.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. Like, I can make my own schedule. Do what I want off this shit. So I'm going on my 14th year having my way. So like, shit, I'm just stable. But it's still levels. You feel me? I want to get to it still is a small on the scale of life where this is tip of the iceberg. But I'm stable, so I'm grateful. Shit.
Well, that's the foundation right there. Before you go any further, but it sounds like you're still hungry. You still got some accomplishments you want to check off.
Hell yeah, for sure. So yeah, do I have any?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want some plaques. You feel me? I want a mansion off this shit. Like you feel me? I want, I'm grateful for whatever God give me. You feel me through this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like it's more work to be done because even though I have my fans who be like saying I'm legend and all this stuff and stuff like that, what I consider a legend, I feel like I ain't did yet. So you feel me? I need to do all that shit first where I could be satisfied. Like okay, I'm legendary status. Like you feel me? Yeah. On my own name. You feel me?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I think as we continue this conversation, a lot of it is about like getting older and maturing. And I feel like as you get older, you, in a good way, you can kind of become less satisfied with certain things, like shit that used to be like, damn, I'm doing it big.
Right.
I done sold out a room with 200 people. And then now you'd be like, damn, I just sold out 200 tickets. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Right. You might get 10,000 views on something like, oh shit, we doing it. And then now you like, damn, where the millions at?
Right.
And when you talking about like getting millions and getting mansions, it's like, fuck yeah.
Like, why not?
Fuck yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's come with it. I'll take it. You feel me? So yeah, it's still the growth. Like my whole thing was just to be like, have a certain amount of money by like 30 years old, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? It was just so like thinking I'm gonna make money off rapping would just seem like so far fetched coming from Richmond. I didn't even know where to start for so long. I didn't know what I was gonna do for, you know what I mean? So it was just like. When I got with them and started getting into music, they're just, it was a blessing. Like, you feel me? Because the route I was going, I didn't know what I was going to do. I just had a regular job, just trying to find in other jobs, grinding, hustling. And I know I had the ideas, I know I had the work ethic, but I didn't know where to put it towards. I didn't really have opportunities, you know what I mean? I tried to intern. I remember, shout out N1 Promo. You know N1 Promo?
Yeah, shout out John.
I tried to intern for them one time. Like, I feel like I had the ideas, and I feel like I could be valuable to anything that I attach myself to, you know what I mean? But it just, the opportunities wasn't just coming. And stuff I wanted to do, and stuff, ideas that I wanted to try to put into production, and just, I was coming to roadblocks. It's like, and it's like saying, my mom don't know about music. My mom don't know about, clothes and all this stuff, the business. So I was asked out. That's my source right there, you feel me? So I had to start networking and getting out there and meeting people and, finding people who had the same interests I had and what they was doing. And I know I can be an asset to whatever they was doing. So the first one really was Iamsu and Loverance, you feel me? Those my own friends, you feel me? I'm going to push them. I'm going to do this. Whatever I was going to do for them companies, I'm going to push for you because I was going to do it for free. You know what I mean? Just to get my hand in the dough. I feel like I had growing up, I used to, every time my mom went into Safeway or like Walgreens or something like that, I'll buy every rap magazine there is. My mom was very, wanted me to, I can't even think of the word right now, but my mom always wanted me to read. Like she was like, reading is important, you need to read. She always put reading and stuff, always had little books and little, like, OG like highlights. I don't know if you remember the little book. It was like highlights. It was like on the day. It was like activity books and stuff like that. She always wanted to keep my mind working and stuff like that. So when she seen I was into reading magazines and stuff like that, that just only made her want to buy more because he's reading. He's into, you know what I mean? She didn't know what it was about, but she knew I love to read the magazine. So I'll buy XXL Source, Johnny Black's, whatever rap magazine, read it from front to back. Like every episode. That developed my love for music and developed my love. And then I would see the moguls and all this stuff and rappers. Yeah. So I was like, okay, the moguls making really all the money and stuff like that. I knew it at a young age. So I was like, I want to be a mogul. I want to be like a Russell Simmons, a Master P. I want to own a label, rap sometimes, something like that. But I didn't really know how to rap or anything like that. But I was into it. But I wasn't really just, it wasn't like my passion like more. My passion was like, I want to be the mogul. You know what I'm saying? I want to sell the clothes. I want to throw the party. I want to make money these different ways. I want to, I want to be the one who really getting the money. So, so my mom used to buy all the records. So that's how I developed my love for music and stuff like that. But I felt like at that time, at my age, I had a great opinion on music. You know what I mean? And I could, I could listen to an album and give my opinion and it be valid and stuff like that because I done did my research. I done read all these magazines. I done seen, okay, SourceGate is 5. Why I give it 5? Let me listen to it myself, come up with my own thing. Mm. So I feel like I had a great ear in music, but I didn't know where to start. So I just started with my friends and I feel like I was making music. So I was just like, all right, I'm going to push it like as if I'm running the company. So my first thing was like, I'm going to start a promotion company and I'm going to just promo, you know what I'm saying? Just try to just be on some promo, street promotion and do our shit. I was thinking I'm going to get a car and print all this shit on the car and all this shit. I would see all the other hustlers that would do 100 racks and all these. How they was doing it. I was going to take their formula, that guerrilla promotion and go out there but do it with my friends. And it worked. I got us started. I was like, I'm an intern here. I'm gonna get us in here. I'm gonna play all y'all music up in here. So once I get in with this on the roof, I'm gonna tell them all about y'all music and they gonna put it on there. And we won't. Like once I get the cameo, I'm gonna work myself up, be a radio host. And I'm gonna have them play y'all music and all this shit. So that was like my goals and shit until I start interning there. And when I'm interning there, they playing our music on the radio. So that's when I quit and I just went full-fledged into music and shit.
Man, that's really interesting, bro. This is our first time really sitting down and having a full conversation. I didn't know that you had a lot of the business sense. As you're getting older too, would you consider or have you already done like developing younger artists or doing some other behind the scenes type of plays in the industry?
I would be into it. I'll be into it. Like, I love music. I love the music business, and I'm going to be involved in music somehow, some way. Even if I'm not rapping, I want to be successful in some type of music business. I feel like I love music. I'm into it. I love to listen to music. I love the parties. I love the shows. I love everything that puts together a show. So somehow I'll be in it. Right now, I'm not really developing other artists, but I'll be always taking people under my wings who hungry, who got a good work ethic, who want to develop. I'm really just kind of focusing on myself, really trying to build myself up right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have the time and energy to really just, do that right now. I feel like I'm not in the position yet to put artists on because it have to either be me or them. I'm focusing on me now.
Still growing the Kool John brand.
Still growing the Kool John brand.
Yeah. Well, man, you're doing some excellent work, bro. And with this new project with P-Lo, that's a good look, and I'm sure you got more in the vault. Anything else that people can expect from you moving forward?
Man, I'm finna drop Shmop God like next month. My another solo project, same people on it, producing it, P-Lo, Sue, J.N., all the same people, exclusive beats. I'm doing the same. I'm just staying at it. Ain't nothing changing. I'm just getting better with this shit.
Awesome, man. Well, anytime you need this platform support, we right here. Look forward to continuing to build with you, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
For sure. Thanks for coming through, man.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate that.
Kool John in the motherfucking house, the Shmop guy. Go get that new album, Movie 2, The Equal. Thanks, everybody, all the sponsors, everybody watching, the whole team. And October 19th, History of the Bay Day. Bitch, the Midway, San Francisco is going down. We got Souls of Mischief, Mob Figures, Kamaya, hella other shit going on. So make sure you grab your tickets. The link is in the description. I need you to pull up too, bro. Come fuck with us, man. October 19th. History of the Bay Day, man. See y'all there, man. Till the next episode, we gone. Peace.
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.